Bo Mac, you've been training Crawford for years. Is he retired or is he going to keep fighting?
He just got to take a break.
As his trainer, do you feel like he should just sail off into the sunset after this monumental
Well,
win?
you know what? He made it look so easy. You know what I'm saying? Got 2-3 more in him. You know what I'm saying?
Boxing fans, it's official. The wait is finally over. After months of silence, speculation, and endless debates splitting the fight community, Terence "Bud" Crawford has revealed his next move for 2026. And the choice changes everything. This is not just about money. This is about legacy.
As his trainer, do you feel like he should just sail off into the sunset after this monumental
Well,
win?
you know what? He made it look so easy. You know what I'm saying? Got 2-3 more in him. You know what I'm saying? Train camp will try harder. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think a move to 160 would make sense?
I mean, if you want to do it, you know, it'd be a challenge. If you want to challenge yourself, yeah, I don't mind.
Rewind to September 2025. Crawford versus Canelo. Crawford didn't just win, he dominated. Crawford didn't just beat Canelo, he neutralized him. He dismantled him over 12 rounds, never letting the Mexican superstar find a rhythm that he became undisputed in a third division, cementing his place in history at 42-0.
That did judge that Mario Barrios-Manny Pacquiao fight.
Fans asked, would Crawford retire on top or dare to continue?
You know, it's been a journey, you know. It's been a journey. I remember, like it was yesterday, I went to quit boxing. You know, it was getting to the point where I didn't enjoy it no more. I didn't love it no more. And Bo Mac, you know, he always, hey, don't worry about it, man. Just keep going. It's going to all pay off one day. And I'm like, man, boxing. you know, but them having the faith in me and keeping me on the narrow arrow, you know, is what y'all see today. You know, because without them, I wouldn't be up here right now.
Crawford reveals he almost quit boxing once, but his team convinced him to push through. Now, instead of walking away, he's chasing even more history.
I just got a couple more questions, but you voiced you don't know how many fights that you actually got left. How does Terence Crawford know when it's time to hang it up?
When I want to. You know, I'm going to retire from boxing before I let boxing retire me. You know, I always said that I'm going to retire on my own terms, and I'm going to feel good because everything that I did it my way.
Trainer Brian "Bo-Mac" McIntyre drops hints. Bud has 2 or 3 fights left before retirement. That statement made it clear Crawford wasn't done yet.
Bo Mac, you've been training Crawford for years. Is he retired or is he going to keep fighting?
He just got to take a break.
Is Terence Crawford retired or is he going to keep fighting?
Oh, he's going to keep fighting.
Is he going to keep fighting?
Yeah.
You're the man. Be man. Hey, congratulations. Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The question became who? Would it be at middleweight, chasing undisputed in a 4th weight class? Would it be defending at 168 against the younger Lions? Or would it be a farewell payday fight against another legend?
I want to ask you a little bit about the history that you made tonight, and I want your opinion on which means the most to you. You became a 5-division world champion. You became the 3rd of 4-division lineal champion with Mayweather and Pacquiao. You became a 3-time undisputed champion, the first ever in the 2, 3, or 4 belt era. And you became the 2nd undisputed champion in 3 weight classes when there was only 1 champion back in 1938 with Henry Armstrong. That's a lot of stuff.
You hear that? You hear that?
Which do you think means
all
the most?
And all of it. It all goes hand in hand.
Can you describe what it all means to you to have? You just made like a whole resume of stuff tonight.
It means a lot to me because, you know, anybody can be a nobody, like I said, you know, and that's all they say I've been fighting is nobodies. So what can they say now? Somebody tell me, what can you say now?
can say congratulations.
That's it. What can you say? Any words?
Thanks.
I bet you did.
Could Crawford move down to 160 and chase undisputed in a 4th division? The belts are scattered, but the weight cut at nearly 39 could be brutal.
I was excited to see Bud perform the way he performed against Canelo. I think boxing needed that fight. I think Bud showed up in the way he was supposed to. I think Canelo did as well, and the respect between the two men is what boxing is supposed to be. I can't talk about all the eras of boxing because I haven't seen them all, but I've seen Hagler Hearns. I've seen Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler. Like, I've seen all those things, and those fights were wars. Floyd Mayweather is the best boxer I've ever seen. He's the most skilled boxer I've ever seen. Bud, and this is just my opinion, is the baddest man I've seen wear boxing gloves. And here's why I say that.
RC.
Here's why I say that. Bud is extremely skilled, right? Yet not as skilled as Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather made people look foolish, right? And so if I had to say who's the greatest I've seen, and Bud said it right, the best of an era and the best of an era, it's Floyd. But when I watched Bud against Canelo, there was this extreme skill on display, and there was a level of crazy that's different. There was a level of, and Floyd's extremely tough. Go back to Shane Mosley and the 2 punches he landed early in the fight and the way that he embarrassed him. I'm not saying that Floyd's not tough. Floyd's not a bad man. But there was domination inside that ring we saw this weekend. And there's no fear in him in the way that he's attacked gaining notoriety. Bud's been the baddest man for 12 years, but no one gave him credit because he didn't go tell you he was the baddest man. He didn't market that. He just went out and fought and beat people and knocked people out. So he had to move up and take the bigger fights and the better fights. And he was Errol Spence. We realized just how great he was. Canelo cemented him on what is the two-headed monster that marks the greatest of the 2000s. Floyd Mayweather is on that, and Bud Crawford is right next to him. I don't think we have to pick on who's better. I think they both dominated their eras equally.
Into Hamza Shiraz, the undefeated Brit at 168. He was once considered Canelo's next challenger. Now, Crawford has revealed Shiraz will be his 2026 opponent. After the fight, Shiraz himself admitted, "Crawford looked strong at 168. He looked good at the weight. If he stays, I could be next."
Do you have anything to say to Canelo?
No, not really. I'm not going to sit here and loudmouth someone like himself, but it'd be an honor to share the ring with him. It genuinely would. Someone who, like I said, I've looked up to, and then the next thing you know, you're in the ring with them. Do you know what I mean? So, like I said, it's an accomplishment itself, but one thing I can guarantee is if I do ever share the ring with Canelo, it's not going to be the case of what happened in his last fight where his opponent was trying to run. I promise you guys, like, it's on camera here. Even if I get knocked out, I'll stand there and trade with him at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? So I'll put on a good performance because that's what it's about. That's what it's about, being great, daring to be great, and I'll do just that.
Shiraz is young, undefeated, and highly ranked. This fight makes sense on multiple levels. Point 1. Shiraz is undefeated, young, and highly ranked. Adding him to Crawford's resume only strengthens Bud's legacy. It keeps Crawford at 168, where he just dominated Canelo. No risky weight cuts. No questions about his size.
Someone who's basically nailed on for you.
Yeah, no, it's boxing, isn't it? It's boxing.
It's one of them things. God's got a greater plan.
Do you think it actually could still happen, you and Canelo?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't think it'll happen pretty soon, though. I think he'll have a bit of time off and we'll see what happens.
So, do you think Crawford will stay at the weight or should stay at the weight?
I reckon he will stay it because he looked good at it. He looked strong at it.
And 3. Shiraz brings the UK market. Crawford versus Shiraz in London would be a stadium fight, a global event.
The same pace, 12 rounds. 12 rounds, yeah. It was just mad. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everything hard. Literally.
They're just starting to take the uplines to see the sweat come out.
Listen, he's a good fighter. He talks a lot of shit, but he is a good fighter. He's a good fighter in the day.
This isn't just about Shiraz. This is about legacy. Crawford could have retired as the only 3-division undisputed champ. Instead, he's risking it all again.
Where does he rank now, all time? Ending this interview.
Number 1, and the only one that he got at top is Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford's this generation guy. You know what I'm saying? Accomplishing all the goals that he accomplished.
Matched up? How do they match up, Floyd and Terence?
Hey, I'm like this, man. It's going to be great because Floyd, he's about his work. He put in work. We've been watching it for decades. You know what I'm saying? Him coming out of retirement to do this fight, that's a win for the whole world boxing. Every generation from Floyd's generation to this generation didn't get to see it come. That's just like we never get to see Michael Jordan play, right? But we remember when he used to play. Come on. So
fans demand Crawford versus David Benavidez, the Mexican monster. Benavidez is undefeated, a knockout machine, and was long seen as the biggest threat to Canelo at 168. Bud's camp says it's not happening right away. But let's be honest, if Bud gets past Shiraz, the pressure to face Benavidez will be unstoppable.
Would you ever entertain a fight with David Benavidez?
You gotta understand.
I gotta ask you, bro, because I can't, you know?
My thing is, Benavidez is a big dude. Not to say I won't fight him. I fought his brother. His brother was big when I fought him. The only reason why I entertain Canelo is because he's not a big dude. He might be thick, but he's not a big dude. Benavidez is like 6 foot something. Then he gonna come in 190, 200 probably. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Like, that's a big dude.
And he's skilled.
I might as well go to heavyweight if I fight Benavidez.
Yeah, I understand what you're looking at. You're like, you know what?
You just size him up. Yeah. You just size him up, especially when you're going into a bigger weight class like that. You size him up and you see your advantages.
Jaron Boots Ennis is another name. The young phenom at welterweight, already 34-0 with 30 knockouts, has been calling out Crawford for years. The problem? Crawford has no plans to move back down to 147 or even 154. That makes Crawford versus Boots unlikely, unless Ennis moves up. But unless Boots moves up, Crawford isn't coming back down.
Right now in my career, a lot of people like boost this, boost that, boost this. You know, fighting Boots is a lose-lose situation. You know, I win, they're gonna say, oh, well, he was young, he wasn't ready. You know, he was talented, he was skillful, but you got the experience over him. You got, you know, so much more than this kid that never been tested before. Me fighting Boots will be like, okay, well, you beat Boots. It's not a mega fight.
Bomac hinted at 2 or 3 fights left. That could mean Shiraz, Benavidez, and then retirement, or just one last defense before walking away.
You see him hurting there at all?
Nah, not at all, man. He was eating them punches, bro. I was shocked, but he's a GOAT. He's one of the GOATs.
Hamza, what you making of frustration? Terence Crawford, he just messed up your bag,
I know, bro.
He messed up your bag. What's
You
up?
say that, though. You say that, but listen, God's got a greater plan, innit? God's got a greater plan, and it'd even be an honor to share the ring with him.
Yeah, with Terence Crawford. Where should he go from that? From this, Hamza? He's 38. He can walk away, big bag. Performance of a lifetime.
He can do what he wants, bro. He can do what he wants.
Promoter Eddie Hearn even suggested that Crawford should walk away now, saying what more can he prove?
Sorry? Should Crawford retire? Do you know what? Someone said the other day, and it's very true, because I actually said it about Usyk. We've got a real tendency, haven't we, to kind of try and retire people off. Do you know what I mean? Like I said with Usyk, I think now he should retire. And everyone's like, Why do you want him to retire? It's like, I just think it's a great way to go out. I actually also think that Crawford could move down and win a world title at 160, and that would make him, what, 6 division champ? 5? 35, 40, 47, 54, 6 division champion. But the problem is Terence Crawford now is really only going to want a fight for big money, and there's only certain fights that can generate that kind of money. So Shakur, he was obviously very close to him, seemed to say, so maybe that's it.
But Bud isn't built to walk away quietly. Every time people count him out, he comes back with
So describe Terrence's power, and when did you really get a feel for it for the first time tonight?
I got a feel for his power, probably like first, second round. You know, he's a strong dude, but you know, everybody at this top level have some type of power. But I think because my time was out, he was catching me in between shots.
After beating Canelo, fans began calling Crawford not just pound-for-pound #1, but possibly greater than Floyd Mayweather.
Who's the best boxer, in your opinion, right now?
European.
No, world. Best fighter in the world, yeah.
I think it's Terence Crawford.
Many believe it's you. Many believe you're the best fighter.
No, I'm not the best fighter of the world. It's Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford, #1, yeah?
Yeah.
It's official. Terence Bud Crawford will defend his undisputed super middleweight titles against Hamza Shiraz in 2026. Legacy, money, or farewell, whatever his reason, the boxing world is watching.
But right now, I'm not training hard. I'm not even training, really. You know, I don't want to overtrain because me personally, when I go in the gym, I give my all, and I don't want to burn myself out.
So what do you think, fight fans? Will Crawford handle Shiraz with ease? Will Benavidez be next? Or should Bud retire now, undefeated, untouchable, and already the greatest of his era? Drop your predictions in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more boxing updates.